Welcome back to Let's Play Hulk Ultimate Destruction. I'm Wex Majors with the fan of the Gorilla Balloon himself.
Spider Hyphen, man. God, yes, you finally did it, you goddamn bastard.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yep, seeing as how this is the last video, we're going to spend this pretty much going over every single different type of minigame that I didn't cover in the first one. We also threw in every single cool cheat code that this game has. That would explain why there's suddenly a lot more gorillas. And, let me ask you something. Did you ever play Crazy Taxi?
No, I didn't. I played Simpsons Hit and Run, which actually led to a lawsuit over its similarity to Crazy Taxi, if Wikipedia is to be believed.
Well, I thought it was appropriate, since now, apparently, Hulk is now a taxi cab driver, in a weird way. This one, this is a weird mission. Like, he even talks about this in, like, in the facts and stuff. If you do this mission right, it can essentially go on forever.
Really? How is that?
Each time you pick up one of the taxis, it gives you, like, 30 to 45 seconds of more time on the thing. Hold on, let's find out. Yeah, about 30 seconds.
I saw 20, but okay.
Yeah, it was 30. Because of that, if you take less than 30 seconds to pick up the next taxi and bring it to the next destination...
Hold on, don't finish that sentence. Let me think. No, I don't see where you're going with this.
This is like that Jet Grind Radio infinite grind trick that was in the first level. Yeah, you could go on forever and destroy as many gorillas as you need. I kinda do in this, but I kinda don't, because after a while it's just like, okay, we kinda get it. Like, it doesn't really end. The only way it can end is if you damage the taxi while holding it.
Which is incredibly easy, because, you
Actually,
know...
no, it's incredibly... It's not necessarily that easy to do. You know, you can run it into buildings and shit. You have to essentially throw it accidentally, like I kind of did at the end of it, or...
Watch where I put this thing!
I don't know. Blow it up with a nuke. So, you know, you kind of got the gist of it. So,
no, I didn't. I need to see 5 more minutes of that.
Who wants to see me botch this one?
Yes.
See,
Please.
the goal of this is that you're supposed to use the punt kick move to launch this car as far as possible, or not as far as possible, to the goal in the quickest amount of time without picking it up.
Oh, those things are kind of punts that you were doing, in a way.
Now that I figured out how to do it, and I'm like, oh, okay, back and Y. Okay, I got it now. Don't worry, I figured it out. We got this. Alright. Okay, maybe I don't. Look, back and Y is a difficult thing. It's not a fighting game. It's a 3D Hulk simulation. So, back
Just
and
pretend
Y...
it's a fighting game. End it in a sound clip of a Shoryuken if it helps you.
I didn't need to, in case you didn't notice. I launched that thing as far as I possibly could. Then I lost it, but I found it again.
Well, yeah, since, you know, there's a map. Good game design.
Well, there's also, like, a lot of large balloons in the map. So.
I wonder why that could be. Could it be because of some sort of code?
Nope. I have no idea what you're talking about. Nope. No codes. There are no cheat codes in video games anymore. What the fuck are you talking about? Now it's all about Chivos and shit. Cool games don't have cheat codes that let you do a wide variety of things, like low gravity and spawn 8,000 gorilla balloons and make all the crazy traffic.
Yeah, GTA 4 revolutionized the franchise by removing all the variety, and everyone loved it for it.
I hate you. What?
What?
We're not talking about GTA 4. We're talking about Hulk and his awesome...
so Crazy Taxi is somehow relevant.
You want to sit there, shut the fuck up. You want to sit there and explain something? You want to sit there and explain why the sudden Hulk is in a suit?
I'm not familiar enough with comic book lore to know why Hulk is in this.
Am I gonna goddamn do everything in here? What am I fucking bringing you along for? Silver medal on this. This one's fun. It is literally find every single spotlight you can on the map within 3 minutes and blow it up. I was so amazed at how easy of a goal that is. I'm like, sure, let's do it. Why not?
But then it turned out to be incredibly challenging.
Not incredibly challenging. It's just that when I originally played this, I played this so long ago that I thought that, like, when you did this mini game, that suddenly spawned a bunch of extra spotlights all over the place. Like, each building had 18 spotlights on top of it or something like that. But it really doesn't. But, oh well. One of the things I like about spawning all these gorillas into the city is that they block traffic. So if I was playing this for real, it would be a lot easier to sit there and smash a bunch of cars and get the strike team in here.
Well, that's the marketing strategy for the used car dealership, that if you buy a car from them, they'll remove one of the gorillas.
So they're holding the city hostage, essentially, is what they're doing.
Yes. This is the new plan for the leader.
Oh, that's so terrible. But it's terrible, so it's probably a leader plan. Yeah, I could buy that in a heartbeat.
Hey, you know what would be really exciting for a comic book? Have the Hulk's arch enemy not be able to fight at all and just be really smart. Yeah, that's totally deep and completely interesting.
Look, it worked in the 60s. You gotta give it some credit. It worked at some point in time. Maybe it just doesn't...
Everything worked in the 60s.
So what? Exactly the point. You can do whatever the fuck you wanted. You can do a fucking radioactive teenager bitten by a fucking spider that doesn't die but gains superpowers.
That's sacrosanct, and you're not allowed to insult it. The leader, however, is not off the table.
I just insulted Spider-Man.
I'm going to murder you one of these days, Wax.
You can't. You don't know where I live. Ha ha ha. Not everybody has to sit there and all be best buds in IRL. Did I just say in IRL?
In IRL.
Damn it. Son of a bitch. Never gonna forgive myself. I'm pulling a Spider Hyphen Man and botching the English language.
Go fuck yourself.
That's it. If this thread has spawned anything, we're gonna spawn a whole new verb. We're gonna call it doing a spider. One last critical pain headbutt.
Which you wouldn't know how to do if I hadn't told you about it, you dick.
Look, I've already thanked you many a time in this thread for telling me how to do it, and yet you still won't fucking let up on it. What the fuck else do you want me to do? Sacrifice a goat in your honor? It's not happening.
Yeah. Yes, I want you to.
Nope. Not going to happen. I am kind of bummed that I didn't get the chance to get to, like, Spotlight headquarters in this map. But, what are you gonna do? It's just a stupid little side mission. Unfortunately, that's pretty much about it in terms of variety for the city, so time to go to Badlands and watch me be as terrible in video games at football as I am in real life.
Wait, you're terrible at football?
I'm a nerd doing a Let's Play on the internet. I thought that was kind of given.
I'm so shocked. You have completely defied my expectations.
See, the thing that the punt kick doesn't really, like, you don't really notice about it if you were watching it in the other video, is that the punt kick really doesn't necessarily fly straight.
Or, yeah.
Like,
it's,
at all.
Which, you know, in a game like football.
At this point, I'm literally watching the controller, and I'm moving down the GameCube analog stick as straight south as humanly possible. Still...
Well, clearly you're not lining up your shots right.
What the
Clearly it's your fault and not the game mechanics.
Are you not watching the goddamn video? Fuck off. Yes, I am.
Clearly it is not because that this is a one-off mini-game that they used implementing a technique that never had any intention of being accurate.
So then,
nope,
how do you even play the minigame in? That's not a fucking excuse. If that was the case, then this thing shouldn't be here because it doesn't work. Don't use that as a fucking excuse that it's just a one-off little thing. Then if that was the case, then they would have figured this out. It's not like this thing didn't get tested. We watched the credits.
I don't know, man. I watched your picture-in-picture seizure out.
Well, clearly you didn't, because I cut most of the seizure out, dick. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, the punt kick doesn't exactly go as straight as you might want it. Like, I had to fucking angle this son of a bitch so goddamn far just to get 2. By the way, 2 is my high score from every other time I've ever played this, since 2005. That's how much this thing sucks. So, who wants to watch me surf?
Parting on the left.
I do. I love surfing. I wish you did it more often in this goddamn Let's Play.
Well, you're gonna get 3 whole minutes of Surfing USA.
God, yes.
This is just for you. This is it. Look how much shit I'm doing for you, Hyper. This whole thing is all Spider Hyphen Man like, and I still get shit on for it. You big jerk. Anyway, this thing's pretty simple. There's a path. You can see it on the map. As long as you're grinding with the truck, it will count as picking it up. Even if you're jumping with the truck, it still counts. As soon as you stop, the markers deactivate, and you have to start doing the shield grind again. Shield grind, by the way, in case it didn't explain it at any other point in time, has a
turbo button.
Well, it does, but it also has like a time limit sort of deal where eventually it will, like, you can't keep going on a shield grind forever. You have to stop at some point and continue. It will eventually slow down and stop. Which is also why it has a turbo button. But for some weird reason, you can only use the turbo once. Like, even though it's the same button as the air jump button. So you would figure it would also get to extend 3 times, but it doesn't, so I don't know what to say. Also, these walls are a pain in the ass to get back up, in case you haven't noticed.
So, I'd like to say that you were actually wrong when you said the Abomination level was what they built this map around of. It was clearly this.
You know, I was thinking the same thing when I was playing it, but since this was just a fucking side quest mission,
I am clearly being 100% serious.
No, I know you were, and that's why I'm saying you were wrong.
Are you saying that you wouldn't say I'm wrong if I was being serious?
I don't honestly know what the fuck we're talking about anyway.
Wait, what?
Who? Hey, this sure can grind his truck along the desert wall, huh?
Yep.
That sounds...
You know, this is a lot less exciting when there aren't people you're crushing along the way.
Yeah. If only these little markers would elicit screams of horror.
That would totally satiate my bloodlust. In this T-rated game with no blood.
There is no blood in this game.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I never noticed that. Huh.
I didn't think they got a T-rated, man. Can you imagine if this game was like... Imagine,
I don't know, I think like a little blood or some shit.
Now, imagine if this was like totally
Also, can you believe my high score is 54 and I was right there and I was about to beat it and I fucking missed it completely? I had 2 seconds. I could have gotten 1 more and couldn't have gotten a new high score. And botched it in the end. Hey, so! Who wants to see the other code I put in? Notice
yes!
With these missiles?
You suck, Junior.
He's talking to you.
Yeah, you can turn the missiles into cows.
You can also turn the Hulk into me. A commentator who does nothing but insult Rex Majors.
Joe Fixit, oh god, alright, I should probably sum this up. Joe Fixit back in the 60s when Hulk was all about psychology and shrinks and other shit, at one point had his, like, mind buggered off with, like, 18 times. And he developed a case of, like, multiple split personality disorder. And one of the ways that they sat there and tried to combine the intelligence of Banner with the strength of Hulk is by having him go AWOL yet again for like the 18th time and hiding in Las Vegas as a goon for hire so to speak.
Where he
And
totally blends in.
they called him Mr. Fix-It. Because that's what he would do. He would fix things.
By which we mean he would break people's legs.
Yes, well, I mean, if you're the Hulk, you don't really, like, hold a hammer well, you know. Hulk is his own hammer.
He's also his own vice, his own trebuchet,
Hulk is his own tool belt, yes.
Does your tool belt have a trebuchet?
Oh, occasionally. An interesting thing happens with the cow missile cheat is that it becomes way harder to catch them because they don't elicit any sound or streak like they normally do. Which is probably why I kind of sucked at that one. Speaking of mini games I suck at.
Hey, remember that time I said it would have been awesome to have a football thing, and they did it? It's too bad it wasn't done well.
There's a couple problems with this. You can't fight the goalie. Which, I mean, if you're gonna do Hulk soccer, it's gonna be like Mutant League football sort of bullshit, where you get to beat up on the other players.
Is he, like, invulnerable, or can you... Okay, you can
You can pick him up, but you won't do any damage to him, ever, and you can't really do any moves to him. Like, you can kind of knock him down for about 3 seconds, but then he gets right back up.
But you could basically, like, use this as, like, almost like as a training thing. I don't know. And, like, the Hulk cannot, like, obviously this is soccer, so one of the things is that you can't pick up the car. Okay, fair enough. Can't use your hands. Can you? Oh, so you can't even punch it?
No, you can punch it, but you can't pick it up.
Oh.
So I guess you're the goal. Like, I don't know. It's.
You're both goalies.
I'm putting physics into a stupid Hulk minigame, which I know, like, is kind of dumb. But, like...
Oh, we're comic book geeks. We apply physics to everything related
physics
to
and logic,
books.
yeah. Well,
here's how the Hulk applies to Newton's second law.
Alright, the main problem is you cannot move a car like you would need to move a soccer ball. Like, you have...
I don't see why. It's not like the two are clearly shaped the same.
Yeah, like... I don't know why they gave you a car. Why didn't they give you the fucking burger ball or the gas station, you know, any of the other ball-shaped things?
Wow, really?
Sorry. Oh, yeah, like...
You're a goddamn 5-year-old.
To be a car. It could have been... They have a model for a soccer ball, and they didn't want to use it. And they gave you a super aggressive goalie that you can't do anything to. The goalie really doesn't do anything to you. Like, the goalie.
I wish I knew my. Also, stop calling it soccer. It's called football.
This is America, goddammit. We call it soccer here.
Fuck your nationalism. This is a political let's play now.
No. Well, it might as well be, because it's not like anybody else is watching. It can be whatever the fuck you wanted to. Also,
everyone post your favorite
like a
flag in the thread.
Thing in here. I would have loved that.
Wait, no, this game is multinational, considering how many fucking flags the Hulk can wear as pants.
It's true. I should have shown that off, but it was like, whatever.
Yeah, no one cares about flags. Really.
No, I mean, the Hulk, but yeah, the Hulk has the capability to wear different...
I can't believe you didn't win a medal
for... By the way, who wants to play as Abomination playing mini golf?
I want to do the first half of that.
Well, tough, you're getting both. Also, I made, turns out Abomination's kind of strong.
Oh, so, like, it's not just a model change?
Well, no. I might have put on another code. Yeah, that sure is going pretty far. I guess I could chase it.
This could present problems.
Actually, as it turns out, it made mini golf infinitely easier to have low gravity.
Nice.
Yeah. The only downside... turns out we can take a giant piece of an oil rig and put it in the hands of the Abomination and have him swing for defenses with it.
While on the moon.
Yeah. Now, low grav only applies to other objects. It does not apply to you in any which way. You don't jump further or anything like that.
I think you're clearly taking longer to jump.
No, I checked. But that cow takes forever to start flying back.
Okay, yeah, clearly.
Well, I wanted it out of my way. I didn't want it getting hit by the backswing. I wish I knew anything about golf, because then I would love to sit there and pretend.
I wish I could do a Russian accent, because then we could totally make... I mean, are Russians good at golf? I don't know.
No, it's Scottish. They are the ones who invented it. Thor.
I mean, Scottish are good at golf, and doctors are good at golf, and Blonsky's kind of like a doctor.
Yeah.
So...
And so is Hulk.
Yeah, so... Look, we clearly
and he's
need...
terrible at it.
No, you're just terrible at it.
No, because I'm playing this, aren't I? And I'm doing pretty goddamn good, so shut the fuck up. I imagine if both of the commentators hated each other and started yelling at each other in golf, it would be a lot better of a game.
We should apply to ESPN.
4. Look, they don't say anything about not clearing the debris in your way.
I mean, if there were giant rock pillars on a golf course and you were... I think that no one would really question you if you used an oil rig hammer to knock them all down.
I see no problem with this. The Abomination lines up his shot.
Also, you call this mini golf, which I don't think is accurate considering mini golf involves putting, and I don't think anything here constitutes putting.
Yeah, this is definitely,
This is real man's golf.
This is major golf, I guess? Majors golf! Yeah! I got a new thing. I'm gonna copyright it tomorrow.
So you're good at golf, you say?
When I'm a 100-foot tall abomination.
Well, I mean...
And this cow won't get out of my way. No, this is majors golf, where you are absolutely terrible at it and you have to use giant things. The cow mooing in the background is incredible.
I wish the Wii Sports golf announcer was doing this.
Oh man, that hole sure is far. I wonder if I'm going to be able to reach it.
Will you?
Abomination makes sure to line up his shot correctly. He hits it out of the park.
Nice shot.
Keeps going and going. Lost it in the glare. Abomination gets in his car to go after it.
Vroom, vroom. You see Abomination shove a golf cart over his head.
God, it's just like the Hulk sneak mission. Ooh, hits it a bit far this time. Hits it just past the hole. Oh.
Just past the hole.
Ooh, bad trap. A-Bomb's gonna have to clear his way out.
So, can I talk about Frank Miller now?
Fine. Go ahead and talk about Frank Miller.
No, I don't want to anymore, if you're gonna be like
Good.
that.
Because it's dumb, and you should feel dumb for thinking it.
Frank Miller's dumb.
Everybody knows this already. This isn't news.
But let me tell you why he's dumb.
No, we don't. No, we all saw the goddamn Batman, and we got it. Damn, I hit that high. I am slightly disappointed that you don't get the Abomination sounds. Also, your golf club magically spawns back in your hand if you ever accidentally throw it, which is nice.
Or throw it on purpose.
Yeah, well, sure. They don't make it...
If you threw your golf club at the ball, would it count as a strike?
I don't know. Oh, this thing pissed me off so much when I was playing. This is some shit.
The ball is caught on a corner of the world's geometry.
I should have clearly fallen down and fallen down into the hole, but no. Now I gotta take I should have been able to take a mulligan on this. That's a word, right? That's a golf thing.
Yeah, mulligan.
Yay.
A birdie. Nice. Yeah.
Now the Abomination must hit the golf ball clear across town. Abomination would hate to get it stuck in between the buildings.
That would suck.
Make sure to line up his shot correctly. Full hit.
And he's been doing so well the rest of this.
It could go all the way.
I think even our viewers have stopped watching this. If you have watched every single minute of this Let's Play, I would just like to take a moment to commend you personally.
I would too. Thank you to the 90 or so people who continue to watch this. By the way, I might have hit the golf ball out of the world. Guess what happens when you hit the golf ball out of the world? It magically spawns right next to you. Guess what that means you get to cheat with?
The world, and you can. Okay, yeah, I see.
There you go. Now you're thinking with portals.
You're clearly not.
Are you fucking kidding me? I wish I was thinking with portals right now. Be a lot better than trying to play fucking mini golf on this.
What if the Hulk had a portal gun? I believe I have found the answer in this NES ROM hack I made.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, the Mario Portal ROM hack with the 4 players is goddamn exceptional.
Yeah, Super Mario crossover's where it's at.
Also, fuck that boulder. Anyway, like I was saying, I would like to thank very much the 90 or so people that stuck it out through here. I'm vastly disappointed at all 1,950 other people. So mad I'm gonna blow up this golf station. Because why
golf
not?
Station. That was a golf station.
Yeah, it was golf. You didn't see? You didn't see the shell on it? Yeah, golf.
I think you mean it was a gas station.
Golf is a gas station. Anyway. So I was doing this in the save file where I hadn't finished the last mission yet. And I was like, well, I'm Abomination and I'm in the Badlands. I wonder what happens if, at this point in the game, obviously, he has just run away down to the dam. I wonder if I can actually get a strike team to show up. And then I wonder what the strike team would consist of. Because the whole time I was doing all those doing all the mini-games over in the city, I was constantly getting mechs thrown at me every single square block, and I had like 4 different strike teams that would just show up, and I got bored with it, so I didn't even bother. So I was kind of interested.
You'll show those off later in the video, right? You'll show the full-on city strike force later in the video, right?
Oh, yes, I will.
Along with a special treat that if you hadn't shown up, I would have quit this LP and disowned you.
In the very last video.
Yeah. I'm gonna just quit shouting, I have no son.
So, as it turns out, it's surprisingly difficult to get Strike Team to come out here.
Well, yeah, it's the Badlands. No one really cares if the people here die. Oh, wait. Here we go.
So, want to guess what the Strike Team consists of?
Well, I mean, I know, so that wouldn't really be fair.
How about a whole...
Cows! All the cows!
I just like to point out how little damage that they're actually doing to me. Like, helicopters and jets don't do shit to you at this point. And yet that's what they threw at me. I just took out 2 jets with 1 cannonball.
I love that move.
I was so vastly disappointed. Like, really? This is what you gave me? Ooh. Jets firing cows. I'm so scared.
I remember there was also tanks firing cows, but since you have the hammer toss, those are completely useless.
Yeah, like, no, if you want to fucking pose a threat to the end game, you just throw mechs at them. Once I destroyed the jet, the low grav physics took in, and it kind of took a while to land on the ground. So...
This is it. The big reward for getting 1 million Smash points.
And let me tell you, it is a blast and a half.
I'm late for work.
A lot of weird things happen when the Hulk model is suddenly scaled down by 100%. The camera doesn't really get as close up anymore, obviously. But he's technically quicker.
I mean, I think like if you zoomed in on it, like the Savage Banner model wouldn't even have a face.
It's entirely probable. Like, you can't physically zoom in close enough to check. At least I don't think. You can't even see him inside of the shield.
Haunted boss. This is nice. This is what this game is about.
Yep, I figured the best way to end this would be to go back to the reason why everybody really plays this, is to beat the fucking shit out of some mechs.
Fuck the military.
Now, who's the same like Frank Miller?
No! Wait, no, military. Wait, no, Frank Miller has a giant hard-on for the military.
Yes, he does. So, congratulations, you're now the Mirror Universe Frank Miller.
I think you mean the Bizarro Universe towards the end.
I was going with the Star Trek reference, noob.
Star Trek is in comic books.
Really?
Really?
I'm stunned. Thank you for explaining this to me, as if I did not know. Actually, and technically it is, because they've had multiple series, including Star Trek vs. Doctor Who, available in your comic books retailer right now as we speak. Also, I love what happens if you try to pet the civilian as Savage.
Huh. You really didn't like that guy.
Oh, guess what happens when you use steel fists?
I'm just gonna crawl into a ball. Leave me alone.
I love doing cheat codes like this where you get to fuck with the world architecture in some weird way. Like, the steel fists still operate like normal, like that's why they're crashing into the ground all the time, but they would normally do that if the Hulk wasn't 10 feet taller than he is right now.
This is what video games are all about. This right here.
Doing stupid, silly things?
Yeah, doing stupid, silly things, and...
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
It...
Oh, we agreed on something!
This is a heartwarming Let's Play.
It's a happy ending. After all this time.
I mean, the thing is that...
Oh, look! There's a burger shop. This looks familiar.
Oh, no. You're going to bowl, aren't you?
Look, I want to try it now that I got the little mini-man. But first, like, I gotta get rid of these fucking things, but before I do that, I want the guys to show up.
Hey guys, check this out! He wants the...
Like, what the fuck do I gotta do to get some mechs over here? Also, I'm not entirely sure, but he might be doing more damage. So much destruction.
So many dead people.
It's the feel-good game of the year.
Imagine the news reports after this.
There would be no news reports. I'm pretty sure I just blew up all of their news vans.
That's true.
Uh-oh. There's a large pile of vehicles. Gee, wonder what that could mean. Come to me, my vehicles.
Yes. God damn.
So,
are you going to do the hitchhike? Please tell me you do the hitchhike.
I pretty much show off everything you can possibly do with this model in this city. So fucking satisfying. It's like therapy. How can you ever get mad at situations like this?
You really can't. I mean, you can wonder, hey, why don't they send, you know, bigger SWAT teams? Or why don't they send all their SWAT teams at once, since they seem to have Excuse me, since they seem to have an infinite supply of them. But you know what? It doesn't really matter because
Asshole interrupted me from going bowling.
we should murder him, and then murder his friends who show up to avenge his death, and then murder those people who show up to avenge
I guess
him.
I blew up the murder. See, I thought he blew it up. Damn it. Alright, well, I guess we can't go bowling. Damn it.
This is truly tragic.
No, I wanted to show off how good of a bowler I am. Amazingly enough, there is no bowling minigame.
I'm positive there is.
There is not. I checked the list. No bowling, no wrestling minigame, despite having multitudes of wrestling maneuvers.
What
Maybe
this game needs is a
maybe this is why they fucking went out of business. Smooth move, Radical.
Fuck you, Radical. You could have had it all, but instead you were nothing.
Instead, he had to go make some weird game about some dude who ingests a bunch of oil. Ooh.
Who would be interested in that?
Clearly not enough. So they went out of business. Oh, I feel bad for saying this. I shouldn't make fun of them for going out of... Oh, hey, look! Another ball! You know what that means?
Bowling.
Oh, once I remember which game it is. Yeah, look at that, right down the middle. Man, I could have hit that guy with it. Damn it. Alright, clearly I'm just trying to get better pins. Alright, hold on. I gotta clear the path. Ready? Steer! Right! Yeah. I am the bestest bowler ever!
No. Now I'm absolutely positive that there's a bowling game. Oh well.
I'm telling you right now, there ain't. Remember what happened?
Alright, I bet you... Alright, I'll wager the game we LP next.
Okay.
If
If you're right, we'll do whatever it is you want to do. But because I already know you're wrong, I don't really care. So if you want to take it, feel free.
Okay. Now, we'll post the results of the bet in the thread. I'm going to know. Because my childhood memories wouldn't lie to me.
Yeah, they would.
My childhood memories wouldn't lie to me about video games.
Yeah, they will.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they will. Sorry, dog. Is this going to be one of those things like your dad thing?
No.
You're not going to get all emo on me, are you?
I'm just telling you that I'm just telling you that I distinctly remember there. Hey, the burger came back. I'm just telling you that
the burger respawned.
The day is saved.
He lines up the shot. Alright, well, it's good to know some things don't change despite the character model changing.
Some things always depend on the player, and that player is terrible.
I'd like to see you do better.
I
Yeah,
don't
there you
have
go. I got him.
I don't have a capture card.
Whose fault is this? Whose fault is this? Whose fault is this?
The economy.
What? No, the economy didn't prevent you from going down to Best Buy and spending 20 bucks. Hell, you don't need to go down to Best Buy and spend 20 bucks.
The economy.
The economy isn't the problem. The economy isn't blamed for the fact that you're terrible at doing LP.
This is a political let's play.
No, it's not. Stop trying to hitchhike.
Are you going to hitchhike?
I admit I didn't really time that reference that well. But there we go. Oh, no, wait. Hey, there we go.
Yes.
He just bounces around so much. It's like a weird, like, Dragon Ball fight.
He's Ricochet. Now there's an obscure reference.
Man, what's he called now? Like, misery, or pain, or suffering, or...
No, you're thinking of Speedball. Ricochet is one of Spider-Man's 4 identities during the Identity Crisis story arc in which...
Jesus Christ, he's talking about Spider-Man again.
Can you just have Can you just have me be cut off and that be the last part of the video?
No, go ahead. Explain Identity Crisis. You've got 20 seconds. Go.
So
Da,
at
da, da.
at a certain point in the comic, Spider-Man was framed for murder. So in order to be able to maintain his crusade for justice, Spider-Man had to obtain new identities. But in order to throw people off his scent, he made 4 different identities, and one of them was Ricochet, who in the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon was adapted into being a member of the Enforcers, who first appeared in Spider-Man, I believe, not 14.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're out of time. Good night, everybody.